What is crazy happening in Moscow, though, that I haven't seen really anybody else talking about is right here. They are currently preparing for a media storm, right?
Well, North Idaho is preparing for a media circus as court dates get closer for Bryan Kohberger. Kohberger is accused of murdering 4 University of Idaho students. Nonstop Local's John Webb has a closer look.
Yeah, good afternoon. We are at the Latah County Fairgrounds, where we just wrapped up with a media training with the Latah County Sheriff's Office. Captain Shane Anderson, who is the main PIO for the Latah County Sheriff's Office, is training several of his new PIOs for the Sheriff's Office, and they're really doing it to kind of get it ahead of the ball game in case, an instance like the homicides that happened several months ago back.
This dude is a model on the side, right? I mean, just being real.
In November happened here. They're ready to go to get the information accurate out to the public in a timely manner.
Everybody can have patience, deal with it, realize that this is not something that goes on regularly, and this is something that will be investigated fully, and we'll do what we can in the due course of time.
Making sure you know exactly what's going on with big cases in one northern Idaho community. You may remember the frustration as police in Moscow give very little information for weeks in the murders of 4 University of Idaho students. Well, if you ask people throughout the area if they thought police communicated well about the murder investigation, many would say no. Now the Latah County Sheriff's Office is using that as a training tool ahead of the trial for murder suspect Bryan Kohberger. Nonstop Local's John Webb was there to see the unique training that the Sheriff's Office went through today.
Sheriff's Office answering mock questions here at the Latah County Fairgrounds. They're doing it in preparation of big media events like what happened here back in November.
So the initial call came out at about 5:15.
It really depends on the charge, John. It could be a misdemeanor, it could be a felony.
Questions prompted directly to the new public information officers.
All right, that's all I will take at this time.
Captain Shane Anderson says this training is in preparation for a large media presence, including the Bryan Kohberger case, of course, if the gag order is removed.
Just trying to be prepared for that or anything else in the future that could come up.
Kohberger set to be back in court come June 26th, scheduled to last the entire week. Of those 5 days, the magistrate judge will determine if there is enough evidence to move forward with the case. It's unknown when or even if the gag order will be removed, but if it does, you can imagine the media storm. This was the scene before Kohberger was arrested, which is what they're trying to avoid. Captain Anderson says it's important to foster a good relationship with local media.
We want to create a partnership with our local media so when a big event does happen, we have easy communication with you guys.
Easy and good communication. Today was a trial of that.
The sheriff is responding to other calls.
We brought the tough questions that help them make note of what to do next time.
Well out of my comfort zone, but it's good for me. Haven't really done any of this before or had any, specific training for PIO.
And the Latah County Sheriff's Office says they plan to do more media training like this. In fact, one of their new PIOs will be heading to a professional media training coming in the next month. From Moscow tonight, I'm John Webb.